The Genie in the Jar. Amir loved collecting odd little things. He kept marbles that glowed faintly in the dark, shells that whispered the sound of the sea, and buttons shaped like stars. But his favorite place to search was the jumble shop at the end of the street, where dusty treasures waited on every shelf. One rainy afternoon, Amir spotted something unusual. Tucked between a stack of old books and a broken lamp was a small glass jar with a cork lid. The jar shimmered faintly, as though it held trapped sunlight. A label hung from it, faded and torn. "Do not open." Amir's eyes lit up. "This is perfect for my collection." He bought it with the last of his pocket money and carried it home. That night, while the rain drummed against the window, Amir turned the jar in his hands. It seemed to hum softly. He tugged at the cork. Just a peek, he thought. With a pop, the lid flew off. Blue smoke curled into the air, swirling and twisting until, whoosh, a tall figure appeared. The figure had shimmering eyes, a robe made of starlight, and a smile that could light up the darkest cave. "Greetings!" boomed the figure. "I am Zara, Genie of the Jar. Thank you for setting me free." Amir's mouth dropped open. You, you're a genie." Zara bowed with a flourish that sent sparkles across the room. "Indeed. And for your bravery, I shall grant you 3 wishes." Amir's heart raced. He had read stories about wishes, but now one was standing in his bedroom. He thought hard. "Okay, for my first wish, I want an adventure." Zara clapped her hands. In a flash, Amir found himself riding on a flying carpet. The carpet zoomed out the window, carrying him high above the town. Below, the rain clouds parted, revealing a glittering city made of crystal towers and golden bridges. Birds with rainbow feathers soared beside him, singing notes that shimmered like bells. "This is amazing!" Amir shouted, the wind whipping his hair. The carpet dipped lower, swooping through the towers. Streets below were lined with stalls selling candied fruit that floated in midair, books that read themselves aloud, and shoes that danced without feet. Children laughed as they chased silver balloons that never popped. Amir's eyes grew wide. "It's like a dream come to life." They landed in a garden where giant flowers sang in soft voices and fountains sprayed sparkling water that tasted like sugar. Zara smiled proudly. "One adventure delivered, 2 wishes remain." Amir grinned. "For my second wish, I want to help someone." The genie's eyes twinkled. "A noble choice?" The garden shifted, and Amir found himself by a wide river. On the far bank, children waved, holding kites that tugged helplessly in the mud. The bridge that should have crossed the river was broken. Amir thought quickly. "I wish the children could reach us safely." At once, the kites transformed into shimmering boats. The children climbed in, laughing with delight as the boats carried them across the river. One little girl hugged Amir. "Thank you, you saved our festival." Amir felt warm inside. Helping really was the best kind of magic. Back in his room, the genie raised an eyebrow. "And now, your third and final wish." Amir hesitated. He could ask for treasure, or endless sweets, or even a talking dragon. But then he looked at Zara. "What happens to you when my wishes are gone?" The genie's smile faded a little. "I return to the jar, waiting for the next finder." Amir frowned. "That doesn't seem fair. You helped me so much. For my last wish, I wish you could be free." For a moment, the room went silent. Then a golden light burst around Zara, brighter than the sun. Her chains of smoke melted away, and her robe shone with every color of the rainbow. You freed me," she whispered. "No one has ever wished for that." Amir smiled shyly. "It just seemed right." Zara laughed, a sound like bells in the wind. "Amir, you are braver than you know. I will not disappear. Instead, I will visit when you need me, not as your genie, but as your friend." With a swirl of light, she faded, leaving the jar empty on his desk, but the faint hum remained, like a heartbeat. The next morning, Amir placed the jar carefully on his shelf. It looked ordinary again, just glass and cork, but he knew its secret. Whenever the rain tapped against the window and the wind sang through the trees, Amir could almost hear Zara laughing, ready for their next adventure. And though he only had 3 wishes, Amir had gained something far more magical, a friend forever.
If you enjoyed this story, please feel free to press the like and subscribe button. It will help me a lot. Sweet dreams, little ones.